Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Enderal. Now, if you haven't seen already, I have a Patreon, and if you want to check that out, you can see the link in the description, or you can click the annotation on the screen right now. There are some actually really cool rewards there. Anyway, we now have an opportunity to speak further with Calia, and then we will head on to speak to Grandmaster Aranthiel. She has a lot more to say by the looks of things, so let's listen. Okay, well... let's actually... wait a minute. So he just saw you and decided to adopt you? That sounds too good to be true, to be honest.
It does, yes. But then, he had lost both his wife and daughter 5 years before he found me. So maybe I was some kind of substitute. I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters.
Wow, that is actually really nice. I think that there are way too few good men in this world, by the looks of things. Why is the Order so preoccupied about Pathless trying to get into their ranks? It's not like we both don't have our reasons.
That's right, we do. But we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the Holy Verses. I guess now you understand why I was never as connected to Malphas's teaching as Dunwar was. To some of the Keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what I do, I always will be.
Ah, well, that's unfortunate, but, well, you can always... she technically is a Keeper now, right? Well, after the ritual or ceremony or whatever it is. So Master Tyrus granted you the novitiate.
Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
Well, yes, you're definitely not the fisherman's daughter from the village, I'll give you that. What happened to Master Tyrus? Where is he now? Well, I'm going to ask both of these things.
No, I guess I'm not.
Oh. Okay, well that was short-lived. What happened to Master Tyrus?
Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it, if you don't mind.
Uh-huh, I see. So that means Dunwar believes that this story about you being responsible for the destruction of that village is actually true?
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion. One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order. From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Wow. Well, you're talented? Yes, intalented. There's a combination of the two, so yeah, well, you're talented, intelligent, and pretty. Many reasons for the other novices to envy you.
Yes, maybe. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am. That way, people just leave me alone, and that gives me more time to focus on what's important. On my goals.
Which would be?
Several. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think? There will be plenty of time for chatter in the future. Maybe.
Ah, well there we go. We have completed Two Souls Part 1. Dunwar was the last of his bloodline? Let's just ask one more question, shall we?
Yes. All of the Dalmordans fell victim to the Great Flesh Maggot Plague of 8215. Actually, it was almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living.
I see. Well, the one thing we have left to do is go and see the Grand Master now.
You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
Okay, yeah, sure, that would be nice. I mean, I think I'm gonna get lost otherwise, probably.
Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go.
Okay, sure, thank you very... Oh, my chest, thank you. Okay, so please don't let me... Wait a minute. Oh, no, where is my... Oh, no, where's all my stuff? Oh, there's all my stuff. Okay, well, that's fantastic. Let me take all of this. I need that. And this, and this, and this, and that, and this. There we are. Okay, so I don't actually need anything but the pickaxe. I'm going to take the ambrosia just in case. You never know, you might actually need it. And I'm going to take some of the healing potions, not all, because I don't really want to weigh myself down with useless garbage. And then I'm going to need a healing potion, most likely. Yes, that's usually how it goes. So let's take some of those. And that. And I think that's okay. Alchemy skill, water breathing. No, that's fine. Don't really need any scrolls apart from the teleports, I think. And water breathing's okay. I'll take one of those just in case. And there doesn't seem to be anything else apart from adept lock picking. Yes. And is there anything else here? Ah, well, obviously I need some food, don't I? So mana fungi, I'll take all of those. This learning book I still need to use, obviously. And is there anything else? Potato cabbage soup. And roasted beef, I guess. Let's just take all of these. There we are. Okay, so what about the wine as well? The wine is actually pretty good because that helps us quite a bit. So let's get drunk and use our and get our mana up. That's pretty good. So let's take all of those, and I'll take some salt just in case we're going to be cooking at all. So that seems good. That seems good. Yes, okay. I think that's it, right? No, I'm going to take all these keys as well, because you never know. You might need some keys. And any of these? Oh, my money! Really? You took my money as well? How dare you? Well, anyway, let's take these as well. Lockpicks. Wow, there's absolutely everything in here. Okay, there's a weird gem that I'm probably going to be selling, which is actually pretty nice. And everything else seems absolutely fine. There's a doll there, a rather creepy doll. And there we are.
Now then, let's go.
Yes. Let's go. Wait a minute. I'm naked still. I'd like to put on something, if you don't mind. Well, I have technically a plain tunic on, so it's okay, I suppose. There we are. Excellent. Okay, so... then that's fine, that's okay, that's good. Okay, so that's all good. And now I can use all of this as well, which is just as good. And I'm actually going to get my Mage Light spell up.
Yes?
Yes, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, Calia. Yes, there we are. Excellent. Quick save. Well, where are we going first? Ah, into the sanctum. Okay, the inner sanctum. Let me go in there. Whoa, this is a big area, and whoa, okay. Got very grand statues.
This is the sanctum. It's a place of silence and prayer, and also where we'll be exalted later.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you for that. Obviously, it's very, very large, isn't it? Whoa, it's very dark outside, that's for sure. But, wait, this is the Sun Temple, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Sun Temple. I thought we were in a completely different place.
I've seen this place before. We call this part of the temple the Chronicum, and in here is gathered the knowledge of the Order, written down in books and parchments. Plus, all of the experiments and research on artifacts and magic is done here. So it's a place you'll probably see often in the near future. Ah, and just below the Chronicum is the temple smithy. You should go there if you need equipment. Over there, that's the Scuola and the quarters, where both the keepers and the novices live. There's also a training room where everything from swordplay to marksmanship can be trained and taught. You will find some skilled teachers there. Well, I think that's about it. You've already been to the Emporium, and I assume to the Eye of the Gods as well. I suggest you speak to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready to take the oath.
Well, yes, I think I'm ready. Fair enough. What will you do?
Prepare myself, probably. Now walk blessed. I will see you soon.
Oh, thank you very much. Okay, well, that was a pretty swift tour. I'm kind of happy with the swift tour. And now we'll go and see T-Law. Oh yeah, terrible. I let myself out. It seems that T-Law is speaking with Constantine, and we're going to, well, eavesdrop on them a little bit and then head in.
He's better than most of your men. I want him, and you will need to convince your Truchessa of it.
Is that so? Very well, I will convince her. You will hear from me.
I hope so.
Prophet, good to see you. How do you feel?
Well, I feel, well, I have a pretty bad headache by the looks of things. You never told me that the ritual could have killed me. Leave something like that out again, and it will be the last time I work for you. A bit beaten up, but apart from that, fine. Thanks for asking. I think this one? Yeah, we'll say, except for a bloody headache and that pretty messed up journey into my own mind.
You've never been in any danger. If I had doubted your abilities, even to the slightest, I would have never spoken out for you. In any case, all that is left to do now is to recite the oath. Then we will finally deal with the more urgent matters.
What do I have to swear on? The dead gods? My loyalty towards the Order?
None of it. You'll see.
Okay, fine. I am ready when you are.
The ceremony needs a little preparation. 1 day at least. Come back then. Even if it hurts to lose more time, the cleansing approaches. I can feel it. Just this night I had another of the dreams.
A dream? What did you see?
People I knew, including you. But these people weren't themselves. There was something else, and it spoke through them. They mocked us and said our struggle against the cycle was pointless. It was peculiar. I believe that these beings are connected to the cycle. They must be the ones who cause it.
Oh, that's exactly the same. That is exactly the same dream. I had the same dream before I woke up in the Curarium.
You did? That is interesting. It must be related to our roles as emissaries. Maybe there is a connection between us.
Any idea who or what these beings are? Well, someone in the comments actually had a little bit of insight into that and doesn't actually know, according to them, but they might be the Lightborn themselves. Let's see.
None. Maybe they are demons or magical entities of some kind, but they are different from everything I know. In any case, if they are indeed responsible for the cycle, they are our enemies. That's what matters for now. Come back tomorrow for the ceremony.
Okay, well, shall I say about the cycle, or you were imprisoned for a very long time, weren't you? 30 years?
Yes. Why do you ask?
I can't imagine 30 years of imprisonment didn't leave any scars.
They did. What are you getting at?
You want me to trust in your leadership? It's only fair that I learn more about you as a person.
A fair point. But in the future, just be upfront. I do not like such veiled remarks. So, yes, my time in the prison was harsh. The hunger, the degradation, to name the most obvious. The worst, however, was the isolation. Ironically enough, that was the last thing I had expected, you know. From all the suffering there is, it seems so banal. But it isn't. You either find ways to cope with it, or it breaks you. Fortunately, I managed to do the former. For me, it was memories of the time before my incarceration, the prospect of what would come after it. They were my window into the outer world, so to speak. They reminded me that I was more than this deprived creature I had become in those dungeons.
Wow. Well, how did it feel to be free again?
Strange. Everything seemed too bright, too unreal. I especially felt that in the cloister with Narazul's mages. I had difficulty talking to other people, and whenever I did, it felt as if the others were like wax figures. Like some cruel joke put in front of my eyes in order to mock me.
And what's it like now?
Better. Our mission, my responsibility here as a leader, it has helped me to find my way back into the real world.
Well, actually, I'm surprised you went straight back to the Order after all that has happened. That's a lot of responsibility to take an offer. Take an offer. That's a lot of responsibility to take on after such trauma. Take an offer? Do you want to take an offer on this bread? I have some Enderalian crusty bread for you. Yes,
What would have been the alternative? A life as a fisherman? If the things I had to live through taught me one thing, then it was how important it is for me to be right here, right now, doing what I do. In fact, this is precisely what is missing in the world. People who do not let the whims of fate break their resolve. Now, enough of this. We have business to attend to.
Yeah, we certainly do. I'm going to ask about the cycle as well, just to make sure I know everything about it.
Yes.
I see. Oh, okay. So I think we've already seen all of this, haven't we? Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. Oh, earnings. No, I'm not going to look at that. Thank you very much. I am, however, probably going to go and check out... Is this the right way to go? I certainly hope so. Yes, I am going to go and check out the other buildings in the Sun Temple, and I think as a result, because that's going to be a little bit of me just wandering around and actually finding... What?
You do not belong here.
There you are. Here, a letter for you.
Oh. A mysterious Okay, well, I was just about to berate that guard behind me that called me an outlander, even though we are technically the prophet, but I suppose we haven't done the ceremony yet, so we haven't really been initiated. But I'm going to give the boy 10 pennies because, yes, I very much appreciate that.
What? Oh, that's very generous of you. Thank you. Safe travels, and may his light guide you.
This is holy ground, Outlander. You do not belong here.
Yes, be quiet, Keeper. Thank you very much. But yes, there we go. Apparently we have a mysterious letter to read as well. So, with that, we will be doing that in the next episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.